everybody. Um, what? This is telling me I've been live for 7.5 minutes. Weird thing. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Friday's live chat, coming to you from Not Another Hat, where Mick Monday Magic is down there on the other end, being her Mick Friday self. She'd come and she'd come and make a cameo. Oh yeah, show him your awesome mask, Laura. Put my mask on here. Check out this awesome mask. Wait, I get confused. Isn't that adorable? I don't know if you can get it, but it's sparkly too. So I've been sitting here talking to her, and I just, even if we get serious about what we're talking about, I just want to laugh at her.
I feel like a muppet.
It's the best. I love it. And no matter what, like, nobody could get mad at you while you were wearing a mask like that. They would just have to laugh. It's so funny. Happy Friday! Hi, everybody. Erica, Jen. Oh, I made the mistake. Hi, Heidi, Mary. I put my laptop on a Lazy Susan. Just like, not intentionally. The Lazy Susan was already sitting here. It's a display that Soak sent us to sell Soak, so you can kind of like spin it around. But it was empty and it was sitting here, and I usually am looking for something to boost my laptop up with, and so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna set it on that. But now every time I touch it, it wants to just do the rotation thing. Oh, Fridays are the goofy days, aren't they? Without fail. I have fun stuff to show you. Let's see, where do we start? Let's see what my notes say. Let's start with the fall crawl. All right, you guys, we got a new yarn crawl happening. You know what happens when over 30 shops are sitting around twiddling our thumbs and communicating on a Facebook group with each other about what are we going to do and woe is me. We come up with a solution. And so we've created the a September yarn crawl, a virtual yarn crawl all around the country. And there's 36 shops participating, and we had a naming contest last week, and it was still in the early stages, so we really didn't get the contest disseminated a huge amount. Like, shop owners vote, like, submitted stuff, some of the public submitted stuff, and then we voted. And so the winning name is the Have a Ball Fall Crawl. Isn't that awesome? So the Have a Ball Fall Crawl is going to take place over 2 weekends in September, the 18th and 19th, and then the 25th, 26th, the vicinity of those dates. And each of the 36 shops will have a 1 hour Zoom window in there. There'll be a whole schedule. There's even a website. There's a website already, and a Facebook page, and an Instagram. And so the schedule will be posted shortly. We're ironing all the final details out. And there's been some amazing shop owners who've taken the reins and made this really move forward. But it'll be fun. It'll just be quick little 1 hour presentations from yarn shops around the country, showing off some cool specials. And if you like it, if you think it's fun, you can buy from them. And beyond that, you just get a little glimpse inside the life at yarn shops all over the United States. And I know a lot of you are all over the United States. So it's just it's perfect. It's perfect for the times, right? It's perfect for this crazy world we're living in. The other reason you should all plan to participate in the Have a Ball Fall Crawl is because there has already been amazing prizes donated from some of our vendors that we have in our shops, like Blue Sky, Universal, Malabrigo. I've already forgotten some. So we'll have a full list of all the sponsors and the prize donations, but there'll be prizes at every stop. So the more virtual stops you attend in the 2 weekends, the more entries you'll get into prizes. So very cool. Very cool. Good sized prize baskets. So that was one thing I wanted to tell you about. Oh my gosh, I forgot my project. Could I ask you a favor, Laura? Could could you bring me the knitting bag that's on the floor in my office with my social distancing shawl in it? Did you just lose something? The whole thing I wanted to show you guys that I've been working on this week is it's over there in my office. And rather than get up and run and leave a blank screen, I'm just gonna ask Laura to get it. It's the smaller one, the ink bag, the Erica bag. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kim. Yes, Apple Yarns is doing it. Apple Yarns is a prize donor. Yes, thank you, Jen. That's correct. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this isn't anything new because you guys saw all of these back when they were first out. But I just wanted to show you because I never finished mine. I know. I'm such a slacker. But I did pick it up this week and I started working on it. And then, in the fortuitous turn of events, we got restocked in Kelborn Woolen's Scout, which is one of the components of this. And so I was able to put a few more little bundles together. Patty Chartrand loves your mask. And so here's my social distancing shawl. Remember these guys? Let's see if I can get, there we go. And I am loving it, and I'm finally getting close. I think I'm at 4 feet now. And so this is our version we did with um, Kelborn Woolen Scout and Brook Farms Entropy DK. I'm having a hard time talking today. So I'll show you what's left of my skein of Brook. I'm on my second one, and you can kind of see where it's headed color wise. So I'm in the yellow right now, working out in this bundle of goodness, and it is so much fun. I'm telling you, I have a lot of projects going on. Obviously, you guys know that because I'm always shamefully talking about them, and my lack of progress on them. But sometimes at night when I get home after working, I just don't have the mental bandwidth to figure out where I am on a sweater or do the sleeve divide or take that next step that involves a lot of paying attention. And this, the social distancing shawl, not only is it still relevant in our society, staying 6 feet apart, sadly, but it's also very mindless. It's a really repetitive pattern that is basically stripes of garter stitch. There's a little mosaic in there, but it's very, very easy and straightforward. And so it is the perfect, I can't think right now project. Um, and so since we got restocked on Scout earlier this week and we have some Feederbrook, I put together 4 new bundles on our website in our grab and go bundles page. And so if you missed out last time or you got a hankering for a new colorway, here's your chance. Okay, here's one. Love this one. I kind of want this one. So this is a green bundle. A little bit of warm tones there. This one would be so great for fall. I believe on the website this one's called um, Kinetic Potential. Kinetic Potential, I think. You'll see it by the colors. So that's one. And then this one is called Thermal Expansion. And this one is really lovely. It's like a perfect warm and cool mix. So this skein right here has this like icy blue in it that's picked up by this skein of Scout. And then we've got some charcoal. Super, super yummy. So that's Thermal Expansion. I gotta reach. Hold tight. I build the most precarious towers of things over here to show you. So this is another really fun one because this colorway is amazing. This is Force. Look at the colors in there. So this combo is called Potential Force. So we have a little orchid, a little meadow, and then the green, and then the green with some pink. Real, oh, gorgeous. Potential Force. And then the last one is gonna scratch the itch for the blue purple people in the crowd. And I think it's called Nebula Force. And we've got some deep purple, some blue, and then that gorgeous force with the little pink tones in it, and then Nebula, which is purples and blues. So, you know, 4 fresh colorways. If you missed it the first time before we sold out of all of the Scout and Feederbrook, or if you've already made one and you think you need one for a different season or a different colorway or to give a friend or to remind yourself how far apart 6 feet is, there you go. You can find those on our website. So I just did the 4 because I know a lot of people got them earlier, but they are a deal. So if you're in the market, there's a discount on these. I think full retail it would be 88, and we're selling the bundles for 82. So it's a steal, right? Okay, so let's see, what else am I gonna tell you? Oh, Kara dropped off a couple bags. Do you remember those beautiful coloring book bags where she takes all these little components and does them in fabric scraps and then sews around them and makes pretty little pictures? Look at this. Just straight. Isn't that beautiful? It's so beautiful. It's all sewn. There's yarn. This is actual yarn. And then she sewed around it and over the top of it. And the lady's got her knitting. They're just perfect. So this is just a good old drawstring bag, leather cords, and it's made out of a good solid canvas. So we've got that one. I'm sorry, you guys, some of these already got sold. She brought them in last week. So, and then we have the beautiful little girl, sheep. Oh, yarn, knitting, sheep. Sarah can't work in mirror mode. So these are on our website. These are her little coloring book project pouches, and those are 35. So I just wanted to make sure everybody saw those. What else? What else? So we have a couple new Fiberside chats listed. So I know some of you, like Patty, have caught some of the previous Fiberside chats. So this great program that Longmont Yarn Shop out of Colorado is doing, where they're hiring these awesome people in the yarn and fiber world, teachers, dyers, etc. And they give presentations and they sell tickets, and they invite a bunch of yarn shops like us to participate, so we all can have a little piece of the pie. And it's just all about trying to keep everybody alive and afloat, so that teachers are earning some money, designers, etc., because shows are canceled, and dyers are getting in on it. So at any rate, I didn't have any listed for a couple weeks. I fell behind, and I'm sorry about that. They've still been going on, and you can get your tickets through Longmont all the time, and you can just select Not Another Hat as your home shop if you're buying tickets through them, which is so generous of them. But also, I did finally get the next ones listed. So if you're interested in seeing Melissa Liebman, that's going to be a great one. She is an amazing designer. She's coming up on August 28th. And then Karita Collins, who is a dyer behind Neighborhood Fiber Company, is coming up on September 4th. So both of those are listed on our website if you're interested in catching those talks. Um, what's last but not least is Sarah's gonna cast on a new project. Don't tell anybody, okay? It's just our secret. Just just between us. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna cast on a project. I'm gonna cast on a sweater in a yarn that came in right before the shutdown happened. So it's brand new, and it has gotten zero love. It's kind of a yarn you need to see and feel to really appreciate, because the palette, even though it was released in the spring, the palette is very fall winter, and it's a wool and alpaca um, blend. So it's like the best of both worlds. It's half and half. So it actually, I don't think it's half and half. It is 70-30. So 70% wool, 30% alpaca. So it is all the good stuff of wool, shape memory, stitch definition, etc. And then you get that 30% alpaca just for that extra softness and deliciousness. And it's all kettle dyed by Manos de Uruguay. It's called Alpaca Heather. Look at that. Can you see the color differentiation? Right? Isn't it gorgeous? It's so gorgeous. So they have dyed colors in 50-gram skeins that have 164 yards. I want to knit it now. I mean, I am going to, but I want it done now. So this is going to be the main color of my sweater. And then they have larger skeins, 100-gram skeins of some naturals. So this kind of oatmeal color here is going to be my contrast color, and I'll show you what I'm going to make. I'm sure you guys have seen this on Ravelry. Get my page open here. It's called Garden Gate by Knit Wool Love. Get closer. So I'm almost copying her exactly because I looked at all the colors, but really what I loved the most was this deep burgundy, red, purple color and the oatmeal with it. And that after I picked it, of course, I'm like, oh, look, it's very similar to her. Talk about being influenced by what you see. But hey, I like it, so I'm gonna ride with it. Um, and so yeah, Alpaca Heather, check it out if you're looking for a new sweater yarn. It's labeled as a sport weight, but we've got a ladder swatch. Oh, I should have brought that over here. Um, you know those swatches where I knit on a bunch of different size needles to show how a yarn behaves at different gauges. And so I think I go from a 3 to a 7, and I got 5.5 stitches to the inch on 6, I believe. And it's a beautiful fabric. It's not too lightweight at all. It's perfect, and it's exactly what this sweater calls for. So I don't even have to swatch, y'all, because I already did my swatch with that big ass ladder gauge thing. Um, okay, Jen, you asked about my. Sorry, I have hair fiber in my mouth. Yarn. Guys, this is all day long. Yarn in my mouth. All day long. You'd think masks would solve that, but it still somehow gets in there. Um, Jen, where do you get your masks? Okay, so I love this mask. This is from, I love how it fits. Um, it's also, even though it's double layered, it's a lighter weight cotton than my other masks. My other masks are flannel backed, even though it's really fine flannel. It's really hot and it's a little tickly in the summer. And I ordered these from a company called Profound. And so I ordered a few like this that are this kind of better for August type thing. And then I also ordered some that are a little bit thicker and they have gussets for the under the chin and the nose. And then they also have a filter insert. And so I anticipate those will be really good wintertime masks. And this part here is a nice fabric covered elastic. Some of my awesome masks that are just the bare thin elastic, the elastic has worn out and either shredded or come apart. So I just saw Heidi's comment. It says, "Stop licking the yarn." She's a real yarn licker. Sorry. Okay, Heidi, I promise. I've heard of window lickers, but I've never heard of yarn lickers. So yes, anyways, Jen, sorry. Profound. That's where these masks came from. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. Next week I'm gonna come to you on Tuesday from the Oregon coast. So I will see you guys all next Tuesday. Have a lovely weekend and stay safe and stay healthy.